Allahu, 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 Allah.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah, amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. Two questions. Number one, I was at a janaza recently where Surah Yasin was recited at the gravesite after burial by one person while we all listened. I've never seen this before. Does that have any solid basis? There's a difference of opinion. Actually, it was a difference of opinion in the mutaqaddimin ulama. According to Imam Malik and Imam Shafi'i rahimahumullah, they rejected this. And according to Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, they encouraged it. But the latter ulama of this day and age, they all give the permission to do that. It is permissible to recite the Quran on the graveyard when a person is standing on the graveyard, or just reciting the Quran anywhere we are, in the home, in the masjid, and then we send that reward to the deceased. Allama Aini, rahimahullah, in Sharh Bukhari, he wrote a Sharh Bukhari, a commentary on the Bukhari. He mentions a hadith عن أبي بكر الصديق رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من زار قبر والديه أو أحدهما. So whoever visits the grave of his both parents or one of the parents, he goes and visits. فقرأ عندهما أو عنده, and he recites on both of them or one who passed away. Yasin غفر له غفر له, that he will be forgiven. The person who's reciting it will be forgiven. And there's a hadith in Musnad Ahmad and also in Sunan Abi Dawud عن معقل بن يسار رضي الله عنه قال قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اقرأوا ياسين على موتاكم. Recite Surah Yasin upon your deceased. So, this is the answer. Again, it is not farz or wajib. If someone is comfortable to do it, that's fine, no problem. It's okay. So as I said, but now the later ulama of Malikiya and Shawafi, they do give permission to do that. As I said, always have this in your mind. When there's an ikhtilaf among the ulama, it means that there is a source in the back, hadith, some kind. That is why there is a difference of opinion. They don't have any difference of opinion by themselves. What they're saying is according to, they have the proofs. So that is why there is a difference. Question number 2. The other day, I came home from traveling. I prayed Isha in Jamaat with my kids, then realized I hadn't prayed Maghrib yet. I told them their Salah is fine, but I got up and did Maghrib and redid Isha. Was this correct? Both about their prayers and mine. So if yes, you have done it correctly, it was fine. But if the kids are minor, that is fine. I mean, their prayers are nafil anyways. But if they're mature, they're baligha, then they have to do what you have done, the same thing. As I said, we talked about this sahibut tartib. A person who is sahibut tartib, who is a perfect attendance in salah, he's praying daily, right, in time. This person is called, in the fiqh term, sahibut tartib. Now, if a person 6 prayers or more doesn't pray the whole 5 prayers and one more, then that person is not sahibul tartib. So if a person is sahibul tartib, he has to, or she has to, do it in order. And again, if a person does it back and forth, the prayers has to repeat it again and pray it again, as the questionnaire has asked. Because he prayed Isha, but he forgot to pray Maghrib, then he made the qada of Maghrib and then prayed Isha again. That's totally fine. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. We were gifted with a natural bar soap containing organic donkey milk. That's rare. Natural bar soap containing organic donkey milk. As per the company's website, the milk is from donkeys that they take care of, meaning i.e. domesticated donkeys. Is it permissible to use that soap? We know domesticated donkeys are haram to eat, but would the milk, skin, etc. be halal? If it is halal, is it better to avoid? So we all know there are two types of donkeys, right? So one donkey we already know, we see them, right? In domesticated donkeys. That is humur al-ahli. In Arabic it's called humur al-ahli or himar al-ahli. The other is called humur al-wahshi. What is it? Zebras. Zebra. The domesticated donkeys are haram. Zebra are halal. You can eat zebras. They're halal. 100% pure halal. So those donkeys that are domesticated, that is the question has been asked, it is haram. Anything of it is going to be haram. So the soap, whatever you have been given, throw it away. It is not permissible to use the soap. Okay. Assalamu alaikum Imam Umar wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. I have following questions about sadaqah. Number 1, what is difference between sadaqah and sadaqah jariyah? So sadaqah, charity. Sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity. The difference between this, I'll give you an example. You feed a person, that is also sadaqah, right? When you meet someone, you meet with a happy face, that is a sadaqah. You done it at that time, you done it, and inshallah you get the reward, done, that's it. Sadaqah jariyah is that, let's say for example, you participated in building a masjid. Whatever it is. Even you gave $1, whatever the means were. As long as the masjid is running, people are coming, praying, ibadat, everything, you'll keep on getting the reward. Even though that individual passes away, will keep on getting that reward in the grave. This is sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity, till the day of judgment. This is the difference between sadaqah, a simple sadaqah, and a sadaqah jariyah. Number 2, donation for new masjid to be built versus donation for the maintenance of an existing masjid. Which one is sadaqah jariyah as opposed to simple sadaqah? So for both it's sadaqah jariyah. If you find a place where a new masjid is being built and you have the means to do it, alhamdulillah, give some money, whatever you can do. It's not about the money. Anything is required, you can do. You can help out. If person is a carpenter, knows something that I can do physically, help out the masjid, alhamdulillah, no problem. And a masjid that is already has been built and you know, you're giving the money to it for maintenance. That is also sadaqah jariyah. Because you're helping and you're participating in, you know, we need electricity, we need water, we need heater, air condition, everything, it works on these utilities, and we come here and we do. So whatever, let's say for example I give some money and I have the intention, for the maintenance. So all these lights are running, everything, you're getting the reward. You'll keep on getting the reward because you're helping the masjid. So there's no difference of a new masjid or a old masjid. Huh? The same thing. Number 3, what type of donation can be considered as the best sadaqah jariyah? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith that the best charity is giving water to drink. A Sahabi asked that my mother passed away suddenly, and I'm sure that if she had some time, she would have wrote a will to do something for her, for a sadaqah jariyah. So what is the best? So he said water, to provide water. Now there are many places, that if you investigate, you can, you can dig a well for the people, so the people can benefit, the animals even can benefit. There are places like interior, villages and all that, and there's so big problem for water. And it costs so much. In those places people cannot afford. But as I said, what is the best thing is depends on the need. This is what it is. If there's something, that there's a need, then give it there. And there's a sadaqah jariyah. As I said, there's so many things. It's not only the masjid. You can, the masjid, water, for the people, for anyone, distributing the water, taking care of the orphans, for their education, for their day-to-day life, especially for those who had devoted their life for deen, those kids who are, to sponsor a kid who's becoming an hafiz, who's becoming an alim, who's becoming a qari. So this is also sadaqah jariyah, because they're learning Quran, they're learning hadith, they're learning the deen. Whatever they're learning, you're getting the reward. And then when they're going to grow up, they're going to teach students, they're going to get the reward, then the students, and then students, and then on and on and on. So there's so many things that you can do that can be a sadaqah jariyah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Imam Sahab. Wa alaikum assalam. I have a question regarding Qazai Umri. Is there any premise for that, or is it bid'ah in your opinion? My opinion doesn't matter. I'm just a poor man. The ulama has said yes, qada. Qada, what is qada umri? We just made this up. The word is made up, right? But it's qada. Qada umri. Umri is the previous life, those prayers that you have not made, you have to make them up. It is our own responsibility. Where does that come from? If we missed prayers, we have to make it up. If we missed fasts, we have to make it up. There's no question about it. I'll mention just 2 incidents and then I'm done. Both are in Sahih Bukhari. Abdullah ibn Abi Qatada radiallahu anhu, he's narrating, he's saying is that once we were with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we were coming back from a battle, from a ghazwa, and we were so much extremely tired, and we were wishing that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam can stop and rest and we can sleep. So it was almost Fajr time, but the Fajr time didn't come in, but it was almost Fajr. So they stopped, they camped, and then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that I fear that we're asleep, we're so much tired, we're going to sleep, we're going to wake up. So Bilal radiallahu anhu said, Ya Rasulullah, my responsibility, I will wake everyone up. Okay, no problem, Bismillah. So everyone slept. Bilal radiallahu anhu, while he was sitting and he was laying on his rahila, the horse, or whatever the coin is, he slept. So the light of the sun was risen, Fajr gone, qada, and the light and the heat of the sun, the first who to wake up was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All of a sudden he said, Bilal, what about your statement? What? Subhanallah, it's amazing, you know. It happened qada. Who took the responsibility? Bilal. He did not scream at him. We have to look at these wordings. He said, what happened to your statement? Meaning, the way you said that you wake us up, what happened? In a very light mood. Man, subhanAllah, if we were just beating that person up. How dare you and this and that. You cannot do one thing properly in this. So khair, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Bilal radiallahu anhu, go call out the azan. And then they all prayed. Number one. So if the qada was like bid'ah or something, okay, Rasulullah, okay, just do tawbah, astaghfirullah, 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 and that's it. No. They prayed. They made it up. Number one. Number two, in Ghazwa Khandaq, the time of Khandaq, Ahzab, they were so busy. Ghaliban, it was Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu anhu is narrating this hadith, that Umar radiallahu anhu came very upset to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Maghrib time happened. Hey Rasulullah, I didn't pray Asr. And Maghrib time started, Asr went away. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, I didn't even pray Asr. Subhanallah. Huh? Because they were so involved in those and there was so much, you know. So then they all prayed Asr, then they prayed Maghrib. In Sahih Bukhari. So yes, whatever prayers that we have missed in our... Now, many times what will happen, if it's so many years gone back, and we need to make an effort to calculate in your mind. Okay. And then the way that ulama has mentioned, how are we going to make the intention? What intention are we going to make? Just make the intention, whatever the first salah I missed, Allahu Akbar. That's the intention. Well, Allah, we don't know. We forget that which day, which date, which prayer is very difficult, you know, as a human being to have this in the memory. So the easiest way is the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. That's like that. Just make the intention and then try your level best to count how many I have missed. And then this is what ulama has mentioned. I'll just give you a tip and we'll end. Those brothers and sisters who have missed the first prayers, for them is the best, whenever they get the chance, let's say Tahiyatul Masjid, for example, Tahiyatul Masjid or Tahiyatul Wudu or Tahajjud or Awameen, of these extra prayers, Nawafil that we have day to day, pray your Qada. That is what responsibility is, because these Nawafil will be Nafal. It's just extra thing that you will get rewarded. If you're not, you will not be blamed. No sin. But Qada will be questioned. Now why did you miss your prayers? Make an effort. Number one. Number two is, you can make it short. Ulama made it easy a bit, so that it's not too much burden upon the people. When you say Allahu Akbar, there are so many things in the prayer, it is not farz or wajib. Thana, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, wa tabarak asmuka, leave that out. Allahu Akbar, a'udhu billahi min shaitanir bismillah. Alhamdulillah, Surah Fatiha. You add a surah, go to ruku, 3 times Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal. You don't have to go 5 and a lot. Sami Allahu liman rabbana lakal hamd, Allahu Akbar 3 times. And then when you're in tashahhud, of course, at-tahiyyatu lillah, that is wajib. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. And then that is sunnah. Then after the dua, we make a dua, right? The dua is mustahab. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana, whatever. So leave that out. So it will be a bit shorter, the prayers, and you can quickly finish them for the qada. Just a tip. If you're going to take it more longer, it's going to be. So that is what it is. Okay? Inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. الله